Okay, so here's the thing. I messed up, and no, it's not because of the 370Z that's right behind me. For the past month and a half, I was in the mindset that everything about this video needed to be absolutely perfect. I wanted to wait until the spring so that the weather would be nice, I'd have my new garage, the lighting would be nicer. I just wanted everything to be perfect. I think I'm kind of realizing now that I need to stop treating YouTube as a business and just start treating it as a hobby like it once was. I just want to make videos when I want to make videos, even if they don't do well, even if nobody watches them. I found myself getting super stressed out because things weren't going the exact way that I wanted to, videos weren't performing well, and I just need to cut it out and just keep it simple. So starting now, when I want to make a video, I'm just going to make a video. I'm just going to keep it simple, not overthink things. And with that, I want to talk about my new car. So I really wanted to change up how I do things in my life. Honestly, I wanted to just get back to my roots. I loved having a rear-wheel drive car that I could use as my track car, which is modified heavily, and I can just have fun with. Don't get me wrong, the Civic is fantastic, but because it was my only car, I really had to kind of compromise on like, okay, I have to make it street friendly, you know, able to do road trips for 5 hours. And then I also want to make it survive on track. And that's pretty tough for an older car. With this, I could just have fun with it. I could do whatever I want because I'm gonna have a normal daily driver. Fun fact, I'm actually at a school. I think some kids stomped out an orange here. The 370Z is a car that I have always been interested in. And that is mostly due to the fact because I love brass instruments, especially the trumpet. So I was browsing the internet like I do. I discovered this silver turd, which was owned by an older guy in Ohio. And well, it was a good price. Yeah, a couple days later, my dad, my girlfriend, and I all drove down to Ohio to pick this car up. You can tell that it's an Ohio car because I had to plug the bumper because this car actually had a front license plate. So I got some paint and matched plugs and just some, you know, cheap black ones on Amazon. But another thing that you might notice in the front of the car, so on my way back, driving this brand new car that I purchased, we immediately crossed into Michigan. And if you guys don't know anything about Michigan, just know that the roads here are complete trash. I'm talking horrible. As soon as we crossed into Michigan, a piece of rebar, like the construction material, basically was on the road and it flew out from one car running it over, immediately flew and hit right in the grill. It's actually a little bit loose. It's completely, you know, scratched up. So that was a nice pure Michigan moment right there. But $20,000 later, I now have a 2012 Nissan 370Z. It is the touring trim, which means that it gets the heated seats, which is pretty nice. They're also leather. And most importantly, it has the optional sport package. The sport package is great because it has these really, really nice raised wheels. I actually think that they look really great. They also have larger brake calipers, and they're actually Brembo style, which this is the first car that I've had, which is a Brembo style kind of slide in and slide out brake pad. But probably the biggest reason why you would get the sport package is because it has the limited slip differential. Now sure, it might not be the most well-designed limited slip differential. It basically turns to liquid on the track, so there's that. But it's an LSD. As far as the condition of the car, it's an okay condition, I would say. On the front, it has quite a lot of scrapes and issues. They're kind of hard to see on camera, but and here, there's like just these white scratches just all over the front of the car. So that's not ideal. There's a big dent on the hood right there. You can kind of see that. The headlights are a bit yellowed, and you know, it's seen some better days. There's this kind of nice little scratch on the bumper right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. The inside, however, is actually in pretty solid condition. There's also a little spider friend who came with the car, so that was a nice little included purchase. Here you go, buddy. Oop. He's gone. Another big draw for the sport package is the automatic rev matching. Fun fact, This is the first car that ever had automatic rev matching. Oh yeah. The engine is actually, for the most part, completely stock. It does have some K&N short ram intakes, which I'm pretty sure would probably lose power considering it's in the engine bay, so, you know, not ideal. He actually did not have these stock intakes, which I would have preferred, but we're gonna go ahead and swap these out eventually. And for those of you who don't know, this is a 3.7 liter V6, and this is the meme of the internet. This is why everyone makes fun of these cars, because it makes it sound like a Trumpet, and it just, I don't know, it is what it is. To be honest, I actually think it sounds quite good, even as a Trumpet, but nonetheless, it's a meme. And it's actually pretty cool. This is the first car that I've owned that has more than 4 cylinders. I've only owned 4 cylinders my entire life. And to be honest, the power is really good. Like, it's an 11-year-old car at this point, and yeah, it's not, you know, the quickest thing in the world. It's not a muscle car, but compared to what I've owned, man, this thing rips. It's awesome. I am planning on doing quite a large amount of modifications to this engine, to this car as a whole, and I am incredibly excited for it. Just like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. That oh, why did I do this? This car also has a unique old Japanese man smell vibe to it. It's not bad, you know, it's just it's a weird smell. But hey, all the right things are here. I got heated seats, a good transmission. I actually quite love the way that this feels. The steering wheel is a little bit big, but at least it feels nice. Again, because this is a touring trim, there's some leather pieces, but base radio does not have navigation, which is actually a good thing, because now I can do an Android Auto head unit. A lot of the cars with navigation, they have issues with that because, well, then you're just left with a giant screen from OEM. So that's kind of actually a good thing. I'll probably do like a full kind of owner's review once I get some more drive time. To be honest, I have driven this thing less than like 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles. I really have not owned it for very long, and it's winter now. So this is actually probably the last day that I'm gonna drive it on the street for 2023. Driving the 370Z is an interesting experience. When you first sit in the car, the first thing that at least I noticed was, holy crap, I can't see anything out of here. The visibility is trash. The second thing that I noticed is that this is the epitome of a grand touring car. The ride is pretty nice. It's firm, but it's not like stiff. It doesn't really crash. It's got plenty of power. I think that this is really quick. I've also only owned Miatas and Civics, so that's probably the reasoning for that. The seats are also very comfortable. They're okay in terms of bolstering. You know, they hold you in a little bit, but mainly they are meant to be comfortable and just, you know, easy to sit in. The whole car, to be honest, is really easy to drive. This is just like what I think of when somebody says a grand touring car. There are actually a lot of similarities between my dad's E92 M3 and this 370Z. This car feels more like a cheaper version of that M3, and that's perfectly good with me. It's not bad. And the automatic rev matching is just, oh. Like, come on, that's so cool. So I'm filming this a couple weeks later than that last clip. I am now moving into a new place. It is construction week. Floors are getting ripped out, walls are getting painted. The Z is in its little resting spot for the winter. I'm sad that I didn't really get the chance to modify the Civic as much as I should have. But the Z, I'm just super excited for. I finally have another kind of dedicated car that I can turn into a really, really good track car. And if it ruins the street performance, well, that's fine. In the spring, when it's not 20 degrees outside, I want to actually make some really, really good videos, some longer videos, maybe a little bit more infrequently, uploading to accomplish that. I hope this video was entertaining. If not, I don't know why you're still here, but I am just super pumped, and thank you for watching. If you're interested in watching more 370Z videos, stick around, and yeah, see you guys soon.